It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day.
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Trizzy the God.
And what's good? It's your guy Chiz, and you are now tuned in to episode 34 of Neighborhood Talk. We are filling in for JD Jones and Mocca on the block, who are right now, they are in Montana investigating UFO sightings and will be back with us soon. That was a joke if anyone wants to laugh. How you feeling tonight, Trizzy? How you feeling?
I'm here, man. I'm ready, man. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got our guest Adam up in here, ready to get this information.
All right, all right. If this is your first time tuning in to Neighborhood Talk, this is not just our space to display our project, Neighborhood Tales, being built in Unreal Engine 5 right now, will be also showcased and put on for other projects within the Web3 space that we love and appreciate. Tonight is no different. Our guest tonight, can you please turn your mic on and let everybody know your name and where you're from?
Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday, I believe. It all kind of blends together when we work this hard, right, Chiz? Hey, my name's Adam, Utility Free
Yes, sir.
Podcast. You know, uh,
What's good, Adam?
what's good, Trizzy? It's good to hear you finally. I just talk to you all the time on the Discord.
Yeah, I'm a ghost, man. I'm a ghost.
Honored that I got bumped. Mocha and them got bumped for this, VIP client. You had to have the best. You had to have Chiz and Trizzy here. You couldn't just have, the standard show. I feel honored to have this special privilege. I'm Josh, and I hope they catch those UFOs in Montana. Though I hear there's a couple in Canada too now. They're
Yeah,
all over the place.
they all over.
Yeah, well,
They
I
all
wonder what's
over.
really going on, though, right? You got my tinfoil hat on all
The
day,
world
man.
may never
I
know.
don't know. Probably just some shenanigans with some kind of law they're passing. Who cares? It's just our civil
Don't get
rights.
me started.
Hey,
Don't
don't
get
get
me
me
started.
started. We'll have an hour and a half of us just agreeing with each other. So, you know. I hope everybody's doing well, man. I really hope everybody's doing well. There is a couple of pinned tweets up here at the top. All the neighborhood tale stuff is so freaking cool. No, like legitimately, this game. There's a reason that I'm on this space right now, and we talked to quite a few games, and meeting Chiz, that told me about his character, and then looking at this project, seeing what you guys have been building behind the scenes. This is real Web3. This is real web free, right? This is a man with a dream building his dream and being able to do that with the community organically, not having all these other people come in and dictate who goes where and what does what, right? That's what this tech is about. This is amazing. It's beautiful.
Let's get a round of applause for that.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get real clapping.
Yeah, Adam. So that's what's up, man. We appreciate that, man. For real, we appreciate that. So won't you tell everybody where you're from, man?
Yeah, well, I'm sitting here right now in St. Petersburg, Florida. So if you want to come dox me, you can just follow me on LinkedIn. Yeah, G.
Let's get it.
No, he's, again, Adam Christoph, Utility Free is one of my handles. I guess, I've got quite a few pseudonyms. Vulgar Activism was an old brand of mine where we would do merch, for charity. Then we made a couple NFTs for charity, and that went pretty well. And then I'm getting away from vulgar because, I have to keep, telling people that the Latin root of vulgar is vulgus, the common people, the vulgar unwashed masses. It's masses. People seem to think it's about titties, and that's not what this is about. You know, well, I don't mind titties, but it's not about vulgarity here.
Right. So let's jump right into it, man. Let's jump right into it. My first question for you, Adam, is how and when did you get into the Web3 space?
Web3 my day 2016, we called it Bitcoin. We just bought it off of Coinbase because some guy told me that the time traveler made it. And, you know, I smoked a little bit more weed back then. And I said, hell, I'll do it. I obviously, I you know, traded. I'm really into the staking with the Cosmos network and Ethereum and stuff. But as far as NFTs go and real utility, I have stayed as far away from this as possible, not just because of all the headline news about all the Jake Paul scams and the Lana Rhodes scams and the Logan Paul scams, and I could keep going with the scams, but no, because it didn't make sense to sell JPEGs for money and hope that it went up in value later on. Like, it didn't make sense. It seemed like a, you know, a fool's errand. And then, you know, you start doing a little bit more reading. You meet some people that are a little smarter than you, and you find out, wow, you know, smart contracts are really something. There's something right there that has a lot of value. You know, there's some real use cases there. Then you talk to some more people, and
Right.
you find out, man, these are some amazing, talented artists. And now that layer two's out there, by the way, big fan of Loopring, L2, you know, IMX, just so you guys know. We are from the GameStop community. All right. We got Bumbleberry here in the chat, one of the OG GameStop official creators, one of the first, and by far one of the most talented. I see so many sloths in here. I'm starting to file picture
Right.
to back to my NFT. Come on, but really, I appreciate you, Bo Pierce, Ghosty, my friends, Sliver, VB, Diamond Hands. Oh my God, who's running the giveaway right
Shout
now?
out.
Somebody's got
Shout
to be
out.
running the
Shout out.
giveaway. Yeah, every Tuesday, I know you guys do a show every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. We also do a giveaway. That's for our community. We do it every week, no matter what the week. And often we have, just like you guys, another community come in and sponsor the event. We would love to have Neighborhood Tales come and sponsor one of these Bumble Rumbles. This is something we do for our community. Thursdays at 8 p.m., we interview somebody. That's usually an artist talking to an artist, or a developer talking to a developer, more about the technicals, you know. And those are beautiful shows. And again, hey, we got Grasslow. Good to see you, sir. Old Door. That's another game. Follow everybody, everybody. Uh,
Follow everybody.
excuse me. That's a new game coming out, though. Those are great people. I'm very happy we met by happenstance, right? Web3, it's a big world out there, but it seems so small, you know, when
Right.
they made it easier with this L2. It's not $80 to send an NFT. Now it's a CLA baseball stadiums on top of where the National Home for Veterans is. So he does all those different, you know, direct action, and on top of that, he does well now a civil rights battle. You know, luckily he's got a civil rights attorney helping him with this. But we came up with a plan where we were going to mint the photos taken with disposable cameras of the veterans in their living conditions, and then
Mm-hmm.
use that as a platform to raise funds. And then,
That's
you know,
dope.
bingo bammo, right? Well, I tried a bunch of different ways. I spent, you know, $3 to $5 on some JPEGs and gave them all out for, you know, $2 raffle tickets, right? Made a big event about it. Uh, you know, didn't go as well as I thought. We tried a few other ways. We did have a successful um, auction event. You know, it was actually a community collaboration. We had Bumbleberry making custom art. We had all these artists making custom art for this school in Ireland, and I believe, you know, 50 something grand was raised within The campaign was like 3 months long, but within 3 weeks of it turning up, and all of the greatest NFTs are still in the dude's wallet. So if you guys are wondering when we're going to break 50 grand, you just ask them when they're going to do that last auction, because there's some really cool stuff in there. I know some ARCOG one of ones, like some really cool stuff. So
Let's make some noise for that. Let's make some noise for that, man.
we love
That's
charity.
dope.
And you know what else? Speaking of charity, real quick, my good friend who's in Germany, but he is originally from Turkish. The big earth as a comment, because I don't know how you pin. I don't know. I've never learned. But either way, my good friend Coco Bonbon, who's a terrific self-taught pixel artist and author, he is doing a drive right now for you know, his family and, direct action over in Turkey, that's been affected by the earthquake. So I tagged you guys in case you want to put it up there. There you go. Thank you. And I also tagged it in the comments. And it's all been
Yeah, we
vetted.
got you.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of donation transparency, right? Which is where you think that the blockchain would come really into play, which it has. We have organizations like the Giving Block right now, where they go out and they vet different nonprofits. You can actually pay them in crypto. They take a small platforming fee, and then you don't have to worry about those QR codes for Ukraine on the internet, and then you end up giving your Bitcoin to some Joe Schmo with a profile picture,
Definitely. So I got a question for you, man. Let's take it back real quick.
You know me, I love the
Break down
tangent.
for everyone where and when did Bumbleberry Media start? Like, let's go back into time. How did this come about? Put us on to that.
Well, as I stated, we have Bumbleberry here in the chat. I hope he's running the giveaway. I hope the moderators are running the giveaway right now. But Bumbleberry, again, being one of the most talented artists, and he draws sloth pictures, but I've seen his pencil sketches, and this dude's got range. He's got range like Prince. It's crazy. But this guy, he had a little incident with the launch. There was a security issue with the wallet, yada yada yada. It kind of hurt the momentum of the project. Me having a background in sales and marketing, event organization, I've run a marketing and consulting firm for about a decade now. I decided in June I was going to pivot into Web3 because I saw the writing on the wall. I said, hey, you know what? If we can do some of you know, these nonprofit events in a more, virtual immersive experience, I'm sure we can actually get a lot more education going. And we've got some really cool spaces that are dedicated for nonprofits to use.
That's dope. That's definitely dope.
That's a
So
side
what
project, though. That's a different company of mine. Again, Bumbleberry Media is me and Bumbleberry are equity 50-50 partners in this media thing. It's a content platform for Web3 gamers, Web3 content creators, just like our friend Shamgar here at the top, who introduced Trizzy and Chiz and me to the neighborhood tale. He's a great person, right? And he's busy. He works full time, and he streams full time. And then you go and you look, and these games, they like to pay an exposure sometimes, or they like to, hey, you can be on our website for 8 hours of labor per week or per day or whatever. And it's just there's not a lot of leverage when there's so much saturation in the content creation market. So I figured, hey, why don't we bundle the content creators with the search engine optimization, the back end marketing campaign development stuff, the event organization, the strategic business partnerships with the content creators. We keep them in house, no exclusivity deals, obviously. Get your bag, everybody. Non Web3 and Web3 businesses. If a client like the teeth whitener we signed up recently, if he needs to get his brand out there, we're not just gonna make a couple of quick TikToks ourselves and put them on the internet and then ask for 10 grand. No, we're going to do revenue share. We're going to get all the creators affiliate links, right? We're going to also have them all do their own TikToks, pay above market CPM rates. And then, if you have a really cool TikTok, right? And we got every age, demographic, and ethnicity covered. We got a really great group of content creators. So, obviously, if we have Shamgar here do one, we're kind of micro targeting the 18 to 25-year-olds, right? We maybe speed it up with the AI voice that the TikTok kids like. Then we got, some like Ricardo Martinez, right? We can do it in Spanish. We can do it in English, right? We can micro target these demographics and really help these, startup small businesses or established brands that are pivoting into e-commerce really prosper while giving more opportunity to our content creator fans that, again, I was just on the phone with Jay Cluster. He's a great guy. He's got a work ethic that, there's a little stigma that Twitch streamers are lazy. I don't think it's, we were just on the phone. He was saying, well, at least in Web 2, the games like to pay people to play them. But really, it's based on, exposure, right? There is a direct metric between the games being played and, people downloading the games, right? The mere exposure effect. And that's what we, as a firm want to do. We want to take the best games, the cream of the crop, the neighborhood tales, the old doors, the bornless, the few and far betweens that are not short-sighted cash grabs with overly complicated economic systems, just to, dump tokens, you rat bastards. Sorry, there's just a couple of people I'm not too fond of, and they get a lot of the spotlight lately. But that's the thing, Chiz. All we got to do is wait out the bad guys. And we got to educate the new guys on how to observe, right? Like, if it's an Unreal Engine game, then you throw in your C++ with your, your chaos. And my God, the Filipino players to, convince VC that it has an active player base. Why I'm on here. We're getting ready to chill. No, this is a nice thing we're doing. Every month for the rest of the year, we're going to be hosting events. Everybody is welcome, whether you're a holder, a non-holder, you're never ever heard of Loopring before, or you're a diehard Cardano guy. Doesn't matter. Everybody's invited. Obviously, if you have the NFT, you get access to a different, March. Check. And then there's going to be the non-holders, right? And you guys, you'll still have a grand prize. We're thinking about putting it potentially in spatial. I don't know why. It's kind of silly, but Sliver told me that's what they want. And hey, I make things happen. So we have about 10 to 15 different virtual structures being developed, which can be ported into any section of the meta galaxy, including, neighborhood tales. If you guys like anything you see, just saying. We're working with a real life architect, somebody I can genuinely say is one of my, better friends. We've talked, many hours on the phone. I like to collect old books, right? This guy from Romania likes to collect old books. I saw his NFT, a year ago, and I was like, you're so talented. We've struck up a conversation, and now we've collectively spent, probably over 100 hours on the phone talking about different things. And we had a job interview with, I shouldn't say job interview. We had a meeting with 3block.io on Monday with him, which is, the biggest fractional ownership of virtual spaces. So essentially reggae. Either way, we're going to be hosting these events bigger and bigger every year.
Definitely. So let me ask you another question real quick. Um, Basically, what we want to know was, you know, you touched base on it a little bit, regarding the current state of the Web3 market and some of the BS that we seen, but overall, you know, what's your stance? Like, how do you see the Web3 market right now? Like, if you could explain it to someone you were on board, and how would you explain it to them?
Am on my onboarding my drunk grandma on Thanksgiving, or am I onboarding a venture capitalist with way too much ambition? Because
No,
those are
let's
two
let's do let's
different
let's let's do
pitches.
let's do the drunk grandma. Let's do
Drunk
the drunk
grandma.
grandma. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll give you the drunk grandma because I've been practicing it. Because there's something that I learned that was really important that stuck with me at Quantum, right? Quantum, they said, as much as I love technicals, as much as it makes me feel so goddamn smart to talk about the technicals and
Hold up, you cutting out a
am
little
I
bit. You
cutting
cutting
out?
out a little bit.
Yeah,
Is it
Adam. I
me?
don't know if it's. Yeah, I think it's you. You keep cutting out a little
Oh
bit.
man, hang on. Let me try this. Oh, looks like connection was lost. Sound any better?
There you
No.
go.
Yeah,
Now
we can
now
hear,
we
can
can hear
hear
you
you.
now.
Okay, cool. I'm you know,
Everybody in the
um
audience, here.
okay,
Can we get
drunk
a
grandma
thumbs up
pitch.
or
We're
a heart
back.
or something if you
Everybody
can
can hear
hear
me?
them? I think you're good. I think you're good.
Sham, I can hear you. I can hear you. Turk
Yeah,
can
you
hear
good to
you.
go.
All right.
Shiz can hear me. That's what really matters, right? I'm here to just get his attention. I'm just
Let's
kidding.
go. Let's go. Let's
No,
go.
but he's a stand-up dude. If you guys can hear me, I'll keep, ranting about
Yeah, keep going. Keep
nonsense. But
going. You
really,
good now?
the state of the market right now is this. It's it's a lot of hubbubaloo, right? But the overall, you know, the core values of the technology and what it's meant for and what its use cases can be will always outweigh the short-sighted grifters that, come here to, opportunistically take advantage of, these venture capitalists with a dream that, don't know what they're doing. So they, outsource to somebody who's got a lot of Twitter followers that they bought on and their Web3 promoter in their bio, right? And then they get taken advantage of, and the project gets. That's not the drunk grandma pitch. The drunk grandma pitch is this: Verizon right now, they throttle our internets, right? They throttled the firefighters' internet when they were fighting forest fires in California. That's insane to me. They have what, like, it's like a duo monopoly, right? It's like they're not, there's no actual competition. It's not a free market. It's state regulated, the illusion of choice. And with decentralization, right, with these networks that are trying to be formed, right, in the meantime, we got people making meme coins and making $500,000 pumping stuff up with a bunch of punks, all of them 19 or 20 years old. But hey, whatever. Decentralization to me means the right to digital privacy, the right to digital ownership. And as technology continues to become more and more, intertwined with our life, we do live in a digital like age, right? People make jokes about the singularity happening by 2030, right? And then you have weirdos in Silicon Valley who, put bionic ears and bionic arms on intentionally because they want to get, closer to that robot feel. Um, it's a strange time, but if we let the monopolies in, right? Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Google, Alphabet, the three or four, we let these guys in, we lose because they have the lobbyists to regulate it. They say, hey, no, these guys are bad because of all this stuff. And, tinfoil hat back on from the UFO stuff. I do believe we have bad actors in our midst intentionally making us, look less appealing to advertisers, to outsource funding, because they do want this to have a bad rap, right? You notice Roblox just put out 10,000 digital assets that you can own inside the game. They didn't call them NFTs. They didn't mention Web3. They're doing a rebrand without us while scorching our name. If we don't get away from this, cooler than school, tech based. I'm a big tech enthusiast, but before that, I think decentralization is the most important thing and our greatest tool for, crowdsourcing information over the internet for, our children's futures. I'm not thinking about, making a couple of pennies on some internet tokens that might not do anything in a few years right now. I'm thinking about, the fight for freedom, right? We call it web free. This is about empowering people. And, we can talk all day about the people we don't like and the scammers, but if we educate our communities and we let them know how it works and we unite and work together as opposed to, oh, that game's bad, I hear, come over to my game. Nah, like everybody's cool until they're not. When we're looking at the blockchain, we know who's not cool. We know everything. Chiz didn't even sell nothing yet. We love Chiz. God damn. There's no, reputation is everything. And that's kind of the issue. There's a lot of, I don't even want to say short sighted people. I want to say people that don't even believe in themselves or the technology, right? They're here to get
Right.
theirs. And that's okay. But what Bumbleberry NFTs and Bumbleberry Media is doing is creating a community, smooth transition. You can admit that. We're creating a community where people don't feel the need to spend anything, right? Where we're going to be doing community events. People don't feel the need to, it's not like, it's not, how do you say, elitist, right? There's a lot of these NFT communities where it's like, oh, well, you don't have the Bored Ape Donkey Club. Like, well, you're not in the special club, but there's social relevancy to that, but no like real value,
No real
right?
value. Right.
No real
Right.
value. It's a picture. There's no utility there, okay? But if that membership club is not just for, this membership, it's for a community involvement, right? We have a spatial museum. I just had my great friend Arkog, the architect, design for us. It'll be ready by the end of the month. That's going to be, it's got 6 rooms and an auditorium, right? That's NFT creators can hang up their art in there. That'll be free for our collaborative friends in the community, right? They have a space. You click on the art, it ports into whatever marketplace it's on. We got a big TV in the center for when our film 3 friends, Turnt Man Jimmy, gets ready with their how to sell drugs.
Turn
Film
Turn
3
man,
man,
Jimmy!
friends.
Jimmy.
Turn Man Jimmy, we're all on the same team here, man. He
Turn
wants to,
man,
he
Jimmy.
wants
Turn
to
up.
use
Turn up.
film 3 to he wants to, empower his friends and be as inclusive as possible and use this as a way to like teach others. And what I see here is like a community that really wants to express themselves creatively that didn't have a platform prior to this. So I love the L2 because it allows for cheaper and cheaper gas. I, I I don't know how I feel about, every project, but I do know that there are great people in every single project and every single campaign. Some of them just get caught up in hype, and that's not really their fault because misinformation is a strong attractor, especially when you put money into it and you don't want to feel like an idiot. I totally get
Especially.
that. But if you have a basic understanding of branding and mythos, right? If you have the the ability and the critical thinking to actually read the white paper or Google, is this the first of something? Little mind blowing. You might go, wow, those guys are not planning on sticking around. They're not a docs team. Their gaming studio isn't incorporated, doesn't exist. They've never made a game prior. I'm gonna wait for the game to drop before I make an investment. And that's what we're trying to do. So in addition to these community events where everybody is welcome, we're gonna be doing our weekly giveaways. We got like 3-4 podcasts per week, and that's only gonna go up. We got a couple Twitch
Work.
streams. I'm
Work.
trying
Work.
work. I want to start a show on Twitch where like we play chess and we gotta like interview each other or something. Like you and me, your Chiz, or anybody here who plays. I just want to play chess with somebody. But it can also work for like Battleship or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
What
I don't
about
know.
checkers?
You can kick my ass in checkers all day. That'll be fine. I'm not good at checkers. I love chess though. I'm not that good at chess, but I do play every day. But again, what we're doing is this is a content platform, right? So if you're a Web3 based content creator, whether you're a streamer, you're, a YouTuber, whether you're an artist, whether you're, whatever, right? Whether you want to sell, t-shirts of like whatever, as long as you're somebody in the community, hey, here's a platform. We have the infrastructure being built right now, but we have a website right now to hold people over. You got Shamgar on there. You can click Shamgar's picture. It gets you to all his social medias. It has a bio of him. His Twitch streams on the top. You click down at the events, all of the schedules for all of our podcasts. Turn Man Jimmy's on there. Omni Horse Race is on there. Utility Free Podcast, Saturdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time's on there. And obviously, this is just a nice thing, right? We're also establishing a community journal so people can, write little blog posts or poems or whatever they want. Like a snapshot of where Web3 was in February of 2023. And this is going to extend on, for the rest of the year with these events. We are doing in-person events as well. Like this weekend from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., it's a 3-hour NFT giveaway. We are partnering with BigTime.gg, who got Web3 Game of the Year in 2022.
Okay.
They also won every award they were nominated for. They left Activision and EA. I'm building that mythos right here. That's branding, guys. But they are a functioning game. It is fun. And they're about to close their Ruby passes, which is the last of the early accesses, which if you guys get the Ruby pass, you get to play in the game. Plus you get whitelisted for the final version, right? We might be doing a tournament for them down the line. It really depends. We have a tournament set up actually in San Diego in person coming around June or July. That'll be with Phantom Wallet. That's exciting. If Neighborhood Tales is up and ready, we could talk about this being the game. We're actually running some ideas about which games to pick. Hey, Older, I see you there too. I don't know where you guys' roadmaps are, but I'm just saying end of Q2 is the timeline for the San Diego. Doing something in Vegas just to be, degenerates around Halloween. But no, that's actually when the 6 months ends on this roadmap, right? So basically you come on Saturday if you can make it. If you can't make it, tell people about it. The more the merrier. Again, whether you're a big fan of Solana or you never heard of GameStop before, you've been living in a cave. Either way,
In a
anybody who
cave.
comes, hey, you might have to live in a cave to not know what GameStop is. They're kind of a big deal. Oh, unless you're Canadian, and then they're called, what are they called? Somebody knows what they're called in Canada. They got a different name in Canada, but either way, it's going to be a fun thing. The Ruby Pass is not an NFT, so anybody who can come, you don't have to have an L2 wallet. All of our slots being on the GameStop official marketplace, yes, those need to be, an L2 wallet. It's easy to download. Obviously, games like wallet.gamestop.com gets you the Chrome extension, or there's a bunch of other L2 wallets you can just Google. Either way, though, we're going to be doing a 3-hour giveaway, and this is the start of our monthly events. We then have another event that our friends are doing the 16th through the 18th in Spatial. It's going to be again, NFT musician's first music album that's dropping, right? This is good friends of ours. Yeah, we're looking for, businesses to, help sponsor the event to get their name out there with the right market demographic. And then, of course, on the 18th, we're going to be doing our poker tournament. Everybody's invited. Maybe we'll get a Neighborhood Tales asset. That'll be the grand prize or something like that. Because we don't want this to be, I don't know. You talk about Lamborghinis and Mercedes and mansions all the time. I never seen none of it. All I know, just Penny down here is Choo Choo, and she's got it rigged. She wins everything.
Penny! Let's make some noise for Penny. Penny got the whole inventory. Let's go!
Hey, Penny. I doxed you. You're Choo Choo on the Discord. How many aliases you got? She's probably CIA. We should probably not laugh about that.
Yo, Adam.
Hey,
Adam, I wanted to know about sloth season. Won't you tell me a little bit about sloth season?
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you can rein me in from my tangents, because again, I can go all day about the importance of decentralization. But sloth season is the name of the main Bumbleberry IP NFT collection. Sloth season 1 was, a 0.2 floor for a long time. I've seen some of them sell for a lot more than that because of the, technical issues, because of the, situation with having to swap out the wallets. Obviously, this was back in June. It's not that the floor fell out or the holders left. We got plenty of people with 60 plus still, right? But we're coming out with Sloth season 2. And in order to onboard people who aren't familiar with L2 or the GameStop communities, right? This is our way of saying, hey, all the OG holders and everybody, who has one sloth, you're going to get a Sloth season 2 mint. If you got 5, you'll get, 2. If you got 10, you get 3, something like that. I don't have the numbers in front of me. We did all the math already though for you. And, that way our original holders, they get some back. You hold 6, you got the opportunity to sell 1, or you got the opportunity to sell 5, right? That way people can get out, get in, have some fun. And we're going to announce the roadmap on Saturday, but then we're not doing the drop till 420. Obviously, that's a great number, but it gives people 2 months to, we like 420. It gives people 2 months to, get the item reminted if you have, a legacy, or to, buy into the sloths, or, sell some of your 60 plus sloths, right? And that way we can get as many people as possible into it. Then we're going to list a little bit more than half of the total supply. There's only going to be 2,222 available total sloths, 1 of 1s each. And these are going to be way crazier than the beautiful ones in front of us right now, because I've seen what this mastermind is doing. And I have a huge fascination with laser eyes, and I want them back. I want that to be a trend again. So I want all the laser eyes. I am a big fan of this IP. It's a really cool community. This was one of the first guys who was doing these community Twitter spaces, but he was holding them on Discord, where we would talk to professionals, about you talk to professionals about their artistry, where their artist hangups are. Where do you find motivation and inspiration from? And I think that's so cool. This is somebody that genuinely cares about the community, and that's what we want to do. We want to provide a kind of a stepping stone from L1 to L2, so people don't have to get confused, buy some hyped up GameStop NFT and find out that there's no real community there. You got to buy another 3 of them to qualify for the giveaway or whatnot. No, you got a sloth, you're going to get into the private parties. You don't have a sloth, you're still going to get in the private parties, but you're not going to get in the speakeasy with the cool ass giveaways. You'll have your own giveaways. But again, it's a nice way to onboard new people. I'm expecting at least 500 new buyers to the GameStop community, because again, we are hosting gaming tournaments. We are doing monthly events. Anybody who's a sloth holder is going to be able to enter these gaming tournaments that we do. There's going to be all sorts of prizes for those. I can't wait for Neighborhood Tales to come out. We can figure out some kind of competitive, maybe private server situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Exactly, right.
we're
all on the same
definitely
team here,
taking the
but
time to make sure that
Chiz is a
we're
smart
giving the
man. He's
best.
been building this for a long time, and he said, "I'm not trying to put out a half-finished project so I can, appease the people. I'm going to build the best game ever." And when a lot of people say that, I kind of roll my eyes. But when Chiz says it, I feel it. I feel it. That's intuition. I can't explain that, but this guy cares a lot about the community. He cares about the tech. He cares about this game. And it's pretty badass. In fact, I wish I could switch wallets with Penny so I could have more of those cool ass
We gonna make sure you
I can't
good,
even
man.
figure
You
out
don't
how to
even gotta worry
participate
about
in the
that. But
Discord. I
I
feel like I'm getting lost. We were talking
definitely
earlier,
appreciate
Chizzy,
it,
right?
man.
We were doing the tinfoil hat memes. I don't know. I get so confused. I feel like everybody in Discord has a different name in every other Discord, so I don't know who I'm talking to half the time. But I work pretty much 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. 7 days a week, and I still try to find at least one time of the day to come into the Discord, and if it's just a meme or just a response, I'm just doing my part to add to the engagement, because it is a great community. I love coming in there and seeing people I know. I love seeing a poster with Turntman Jimmy as the guest the other day, right? I love this, because this is all about cross pollination, building these relationships. and the little guys sticking together, right? Because we have this situation where people with more resources and more shrewd marketing tactics are hogging the spotlight. But we got some of the most talented, creative, and kind people right here, right now, and we want to make sure that the cream rises to the top. So Sloth Season 2 is a way to get people involved with these events. And, we're going to be doing infotainment quite a bit. We're going to be doing a lot of video editing, bug hunts, gaming tournaments, all sorts of fun stuff. And of course, we got some. I might want to keep something secret, but if you show up on Saturday, there's going to be some really cool stuff going on. Interactive giveaways. We have a sloth meme competition. If you guys haven't been bombarded yet with like all of these sloth memes, I don't know why you haven't. I guess we're not doing a good enough job, but there's a sloth meme competition going on, and I'm gonna post one, and I'm gonna tag Neighborhood Tales, and you
Tag
can
them, tag them.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how to spell neighborhood.
So
Yeah, that's in the.
outside of the
I
events that
probably
you're
should have went with a
throwing,
different tweet. That might have been a little aggressive, but I think it's funny.
outside of the events that you're throwing
Dude, we
that you
got
got
hundreds
coming
of
up,
them,
is there any events
and
that,
that's
we can
just it
catch you
goes
at?
to show
Yo,
how
Adam,
great the community. I know.
Adam,
I know.
Adam.
What's up?
Can you hear us?
I hear you.
Can you hear us, Adam?
I hear you. Can you
Yo,
hear
Chiz.
me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Chiz got a question for you though.
Okay, no problem. I don't know if you saw the meme. I was just
Yeah. I
chuckling.
was just looking at it. I was just looking at it.
Yo,
That's
you can hear
funny.
me?
What's
You can hear me? Can
It's
you hear
big.
me?
It's big. You guys don't even know. It's coming.
Can I
And
holler at
we
you?
want
Holla, holla,
everybody to
holla,
be a
holla.
part of it. But Chiz, what's your question? Please, sir.
Okay, you can hear me? Am I live? Can you hear me? Can I holla at you? Holla, 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 holla.
I don't think he can hear you,
I don't
Chiz.
think you can hear me. I think it's the spaces glitch. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you can't hear somebody else. Adam, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. Trizzy, hit him with ask him about the conventions going on this year, because I don't think he can hear me right now.
Hey, Adam, can you hear me?
Is he
Yeah,
still there?
of course I can hear you. I was just trying to give you guys a break from me talking the whole time. I'm just
No, no.
production's telling me that I keep talking over people, and I think there's a delay in the phone.
Yeah, Chiz was asking, could you hear him? He didn't know if you could hear him or not.
No, I can't hear anything from Chiz, but if you want to be
Trizzy, hit him with
translated, that's
the
fine. I don't know
question.
why though. I can hear everybody else.
It
That's
happens sometimes.
crazy.
That
That's
happens
crazy.
sometimes.
It says
Trizzy,
But
he's
go
not
ahead and ask
muted
him
either.
for me.
but what he was asking about the conferences. Have you attended any of the Web3 conferences? And which one was your favorite? What did you like about the ones that you went to, if you
Oh,
went to any?
oh yeah, no, I've been all over the place. I just joined Off Chain Global, which I recommend anybody in the space to join. It's a global Web3, enthusiast networking community. I ended up having sitting next to the guy who got the Roblox Virgin Hotels contract for $500,000. You bump shoulders with some pretty cool people. Actually, we're doing our own event with a cybersecurity expert on February 22nd. And, it's going to be a cool thing. We're going to live stream it, make some educational videos with that, have a couple other key speakers. But as far as the events I went to Quantum. I had a really great time until I realized that some of the people I was talking to, I probably could have spent talking to other people. But that's kind of how it is with networking events, right? We did get a few clients. We did get some good strategic partnerships. We partnered with a full stack, end-to-end dev team, right? US based, in-house, obviously. And, we're talking about any API, mobile, web-based, we can get it developed. So if anybody needs a second quote, we'll work with you on that, obviously. Just, it's always good to have a second opinion, I go to a doctor, they tell me something. I go to another doctor, they tell me another thing. It's always good to get a second opinion, in my opinion.
I agree with that. And
So I got a question. Can you hear me now? I just now left and
I
came
can
back.
hear
Am I
you.
back?
You're
All right,
back,
let's make some
co-host. You're
noise because
back.
I'm back. Can we make some noise because I'm back?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, yo, here's a question we like to ask everybody. I want your opinion on this, right? Which social media platform do you think is going to lead the mass adoption of Web3, specifically gaming? Do you think it's going to be Twitter? Do you think it's going to be TikTok? Or do you think it's going to be
I
other?
mean, I signed an NDA, so I can't
Oh, no,
actually
no,
name the
no, no,
company,
no, no,
but
no.
it won't be any of the ones around. I can tell you that. Even with AltSpace VR partnering with LinkedIn, they don't have a freaking chance in hell. The shit that I've been seeing behind the scenes is so amazing. There is so many creative people building in this space. And building in a bear market, shut up. You're just mad the VC's not seeding you, okay? These are powerful, passionate people creating really, really, really great stuff. We've got German clients, we've got Californian clients, and those Germans are some smart people. I mean, I'm not trying to generalize here, but the specific Germans that we're dealing with they're ahead of the game, and they're not the only ones who are making spatial web technology social medias, because people are bored as shit with this. I'm tired of getting spams. I'm tired of these spaces like Ruggin. I'm tired of getting scrape bots tagging me in NFT projects never heard of. Right? I don't use Facebook because I'm not over the age of 55.
Yo, you crazy.
Instagram I don't use because I'm not pretty. I use LinkedIn, but that's not really like, I'm not going to shill NFTs on LinkedIn, right? Not that I shill NFTs, but you know what I mean. It's a different situation. So what I hear is that none of these people, you saw Twitter now, you can upload your NFT, you connect your wallet. Instagram, you can connect your wallet. They're not making this public info, right? They're not out, like, it's not an announcement form. They know that they've
Right.
tarnished our reputation. They're going for the rebrand and they're going for the monopoly. They've done it every time since. There are some compromises where we can make. I do believe that. There are some stepping stones that would be more comfortable, like Roblox, for major companies. But if we can provide a better service, there's no reason that they should be spending money go into Roblox where they can't port that anywhere else. And the average player base is 10 to 14 years old, whatever. That, you're targeting kids. It's advertising for
Right. Right.
what we're building in these virtual spaces and what our partners are building in these virtual spaces, which can signed a lot of NDAs, but I can shoot you over some black papers. That's for sure. I can send publicly available info and get you real excited, because I don't think it's any of the current ones. I think Twitter's hanging by a thumb, and now that you're not allowed to change your profile picture or whatever the hell, I don't even know the rules. We did a test. We did a $10 promotion on the Bornless article. The Bornless is a new game that just ported to IMX. We have beta keys. If anybody wants to join on one of our bug hunts, hit me up in the DMs,
Mhm.
hit up Bumble, hit up Shamgar, hit up Sliver. I could do this all day. VB, J Cluster. Point is, we paid $10 to get it promoted. Zero promoted ads from them. So they're taking money from people and they're not even pushing the ads. I mean, the likelihood of zero people seeing it is astronomical. So the Twitter doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work, and these spaces keep
Mm.
rugging. How easy is it for us to just do Twitter Spaces without the Twitter? Pretty easy, I would believe. You know, hosting
Right.
live
Right.
spaces. I mean, we do it in Discord already, just because we're waiting for this to, you know, kind of kind of fall by the wayside. But I hope he turns it around, just because I've invested all of 2 months into learning how this works. But I'm not a fan of the social media. Back in my day, sales were made, by having conversations with people, right? Relationships were formed by having conversations with people and getting to know people. You do business with people and you're friends with. The Twitter, it's like, oh, pay me $70. I'll tell you when the pump signal is for the meme coin. And I'm like, I don't care about any of the words you just said, and none of them. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's short term versus long term thinking. But again,
Right. Right.
this event on Saturday, I highly recommend everybody come on down. If you come on down and you mention Neighborhood Tales, I'll make sure that we get you hooked up. I'll activate your layer 2 wallet personally. We will get you NFTs. That way you can collect them. We do weekly giveaways. That's not stopping. In fact, it's only getting ramped up, right? We're just getting started
Only
with
getting
this.
ramped up.
Exactly. And they're
And we
not.
gonna make sure we supply you with something to give them while they there. So it'll be something dope, something that they can utilize within the game. But we'll make sure whoever attends, something to get airdropped in your wallet, something special because we support and we love Adam. Let's get some noise for that. Let's go.
Let's go, Adam. Let's
Woo!
go, Adam. Let's
Does that
go.
do I get something free? I'm just joshing you.
Hell yes, you do. Let's make some noise for that as well.
Woo! Hey, closed mouths don't get fed. That's what I was taught. You gotta.
That's a fact, man, Adam. That's a fact. Yo, Adam, I got a question about Web3 gaming. Where do you see it in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, we won't call it Web3 gaming. It will just be called gaming, like it should be.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
come on.
There we go.
We got to be more relatable. If Web3, it sounds cool. It's a cool sales term. It was cool in 2018. It was cool in 2021. Bull runs over. Okay, Web3 gaming paints a picture in my eye of Axie Affinity. I don't want to. I don't want anything to do with Axie Affinity, right? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but you know what I'm talking about, the mobile games where it's like, oh, you can spend doing this, we can rent you an NFT, and then it's exploitative. Web3 gaming today needs a rebrand, and it needs a rebrand from, again, I hate to throw this much butter, but from Neighborhood Tales, like projects like Neighborhood Tales. This is the defining moments, right? I know we mentioned the Bornless. Hey, Jake Luster, I'm sorry, bigtime.gg. They've got their shit together a lot more than other projects. Okay, like they're a real company. You're a real company. Neighborhood Tales is more than a company too. It's a community and a company and a dream, and it's inclusive. This is the future.
Facts.
Web free. This is what it's supposed to be. It's about empowering the everyday developer. Where do I see Web3 in 5 years? I see it just considered, motion tracking and VR is going to get more and more accessible. They're going to be working on the GPS cells in the brain misfiring from VR. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're aware of VR. When you see the old person fall in the video and you laugh, that's their brain misfiring. That's not good, especially with children. They're working on that as VR gets more accessible. You're not going to have to spend $1,500 on a headset that Mark Zuckerberg owns. You know,
Right.
yeah, right. And then motion tracking is getting really accessible really quickly with MSI and AMD and all these. These. If you look at where the money's going, it's going into spatial web technologies because there's this misunderstanding that Web3 means crypto. And I know we're going to have this debate with Bumble later, but Web3 is just the next generation of internet. I know it was coined by a guy,
Ooh.
but if we talk about what Web 2 is, well, Web 2.0. So this would be Web 3.0, aka the spatial web. It's more immersive experience. Sure, there can be centralized ledgers and digital blockchains and NFTs and crypto and stuff, but decentralization is not a requirement for Web3, but it's the best, defense we have for the future of our children's right to privacy, the right to ownership. Because if it's a centralized
I like that.
blockchain, they can just ban your account. What's the difference between
Right.
that and Fortnite today? It's nothing. What's my Reddit avatar NFT gonna do for me? Nothing. It's a gimmick. But if you see where the money's going, you see they're already trying to get their feet into here, and those are the guys we got to look out for. I don't want to say the Polygon Network, in case we do work with them, but the centralized blockchains. They, I know it's a compromise that we need to take to onboard retailers into the space, but at the same time, what do we lose with that? We need to be, defiant and really, we have to have a collective understanding of what's important in the community. And if it's trade and barter, we need to outgrow that. If the collective understanding is this is an empowerment tool in which we can all grow and prosper from, and a platform to express creativity for everybody. Because, everybody's going to be able to make their own video game by the end of the year, because pre-built digital spaces will already be created. You can just import your own assets or assets they provide. That's all happening. Anybody can make a game by the end of the year. That's amazing. That's so amazing. But we just don't want people, that you make a game and you're getting paid in digital tokens that you can't exchange for anything besides Verizon gift cards. That's a CX community shout out. Sorry. I'm gonna spit on them every time.
That's hilarious. So did you had any giveaways for the night?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
So
oh yeah.
let's
I was
do
gonna
some
say,
giveaways,
you do
man.
this thing, right? You do this thing where you go, give me a number, right?
That's what I usually do, but I'm gonna let you do a giveaway first. How you
Well,
want to
I
do
was
it?
just,
You want to do it the neighborhood style?
I was gonna say my favorite number's 8, and I didn't even look at who's here, and it's all probably mixed up. Who's
All
number 8?
right. So Adam is not going to be happy about this, but number 8 is Penny. Oh my
No!
It's Penny!
Oh
It's
my
Oh my
Penny!
God!
God! She's gonna
Penny!
own my house at the end of this.
Oh my
Hey,
God!
Penny,
Penny,
I need
what?
you to send me some lottery numbers.
Yes, I was about to ask,
Oh
what are
goddamn
the
lucky.
lottery numbers? Because you can't lose. Penny can't lose. We need your Polygon wallet address. Oh, no, excuse me. What wallet address does she need?
Guys, she can just shoot me a DM. We're friendly friends. We know each other. She's actually a moderator for the Bumbleberry NFT sloth season. She's real stepping up. So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
Penny,
I've been sending her all
congratulations.
sorts of stuff.
You won yet again, but we have another giveaway, and we are going to give away one of the assets. Let's see, we'll give away a mystery box. A mystery box
Woo!
can be utilized within the Liberty Owl ecosystem. Inside this box could contain a weapon. It may be a vehicle. It may be an aircraft. It may be a digital fashion. It could be anything. So let's pick somebody for that giveaway right now. So, Adam, you want to give me another number that's not 8?
Because my favorite number is 3, but if you look at 8, 8 is 2 threes looking at each other, but then that would just be me. So let's go 5.
5. Okay, and 5 on my screen is J Cluster dot E.
Woo!
Let's make some noise for Jay Cluster. We need your Polygon wallet address so we can get you over this mystery box. We appreciate you for tuning in. Once again, Neighborhood Tales being built in Unreal Engine 5. I have my hands all over this project, and we guarantee you to give you one of the best games to date. And I don't mean a Web3 game. I mean a game.
Facts.
Okay, that we're not focused on being the best in Web3. We are focused on being the best, period. Hence the reason we did not just take
Facts.
advantage of the euphoric state of the market and take your money and then tell you prepare for the game 2 years later after we minted. That is not what we wanted to do. We're here for the longevity, and we're here to do it right. So yes, we're going to transition to the next section of the show, which is Cap or Fact, where we ask you these questions and you tell us Cap or Fact. Cap meaning that it's a lie, and fact obviously meaning it's the truth, and you agree with the statement. And lastly, you have to tell us why.
Hey, I'm a fan of the show. I'm familiar. I'm hip. I know what cap
Okay.
is.
I'm hip.
I know you know, but we've definitely had situations where we like cap a fact, and they're like, what type of cap? Is it a baseball cap? Is it a like
Snapback.
no? We mean like okay, now we have to go through the Urban Dictionary and all right, let's start over. I know you would know, but for anybody else listening that doesn't know
I
what
was
cap is, this is your hood lesson. All right,
Neighborhood
here we
tales.
go. So first cap or fact question. Be honest. I know you're not going to worry about offending anyone because you are the truth. Real gamers use keyboards instead of controllers. Is that a cap
Sorry, Shamgar, but you're obsolete, dude. It's all about all right. Keyboard for first-person shooters, a controller for Dark Souls only, and Elden Ring. Just saying, because I suck at keyboard with Dark Souls, but it's all about keyboard.
All about the keyboard. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All
Hey, I'm
right. All
sorry,
right.
console players, but PC Master Race, yo. That's it. That's the
Hold on,
meme.
hold on. I see Grasslow is shocked. Grasslow, I've been paying attention to what you've been building as well. Congratulations to you. We respect you in this space as well. If you want to step up to the stage and say anything about the the keyboard versus controller debate real quick, you're welcome to come up. If not, once again, much respect to you. But yeah, Trizzy, back to you.
Yes, sir. So Adam, for our next cap or fact question, we have NFTs, and you kind of touched on this. Let's see what your cap or fact is. NFTs will fade away in the near future.
No. They'll be rebranded into digital assets.
Mm.
Technology behind NFTs is really, really, really something. I know we were debating on use cases prior to this, but the fractional ownership of real life assets like Omni Horse Racing, where you buy a fractional ownership of a horse, and then at the end of the racing season, you get a pool of the revenue generated. That makes sense, right?
Right.
There's a lot of use cases for NFT technology. I do believe that the profile picture phase will die away quicker, but it will adapt at the same time, and art will become more and more immersive, and people will have to get more and more creative, which will only inspire more and more people. So I don't think NFTs are going away
So
anytime
that
soon.
is a cap. That is a cap.
Cat.
Okay, so
Grasslow. I see
before we move
Grasslow.
forward though, Grasslow, what's your thoughts on the keyboard versus controller? Are real gamers do they only use keyboards? And Shamgar, we definitely gonna need your take on this as well.
Yeah, so there's a reason why computers don't come with controllers, right? They come with keyboards because that is the way to control a computer. I'm just going to put that out there.
Simple enough, straight to the point. Shamgar, you've been for years. Shamgar has been on the gaming wave, and he's way ahead of his time. He's uh very focused and very dedicated to the gaming space. Shamgar, for 100 points, keyboards or controllers for real gamers. Let's go, Shamgar.
Real ones know is controllers, especially with paddles, and you got claw. Too many
He said
advantages.
keyboards. He's just a little shy. I'm Josh, and he's a control.
Shamgar.
We can't hear you, bro.
Now,
I'm
Shamgar,
just saying
let's
when
go,
I
Shamgar.
load up on Fortnite, I use a controller and I use paddles, so it's definitely way better than a keyboard in my opinion.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
Because you got
We
to think
might
about
just
it,
have to get
the
a
other
bunch of
games.
gamers and come on the show and really duke this one out
We
because
got to do a poll. We need a
yeah,
poll. We need a
Nah,
real
because the
poll.
other
I thought
games they have the
Shamgar was
nerf
gonna say
aim
keyboard as
assist.
well.
No. He would say controller. He's trying to learn how to get the padded controller to get better at the game. You're at a handicap if you're playing first person shooters with the controller. It's just facts. How are you going to compete at like a ranked level? It doesn't matter. I'm not a gamer. I'm just learning this stuff because I'm doing market research. Just putting it out there.
So
But
Shamgar, if you played Fortnite against Adam and he was using a keyboard and you had a controller, who would get taken out first?
He's going down.
Oh my gosh, let's make some
We
noise for
could put
that.
any amount of
Oh no!
money on it.
Whoa!
Okay. We're gonna have to set
I
that up,
think
but we're not gonna do it in
should.
Fortnite. We're gonna do it in District 1. Okay, so I got one more cap of fact question for you, Adam. Uh all gaming in the future will be on the blockchain. Cap or fact?
Oh, that's definitely a cap. That's
Ooh!
definitely. They don't want to lose control. You think Valve is going to give up? You think Valve's gonna give up and go on the blockchain? No, they make way too much money on these. What is it, Titanfall 2, like secondary markets? They shut down the loot coffins, but they're still making money. There's all sorts of in-game economies that are on the black market, and these guys thrive from it. They don't need the blockchain because if they have plausible deniability as is, right? If it's put on the blockchain, then they can, we can see when you're wash trading, and we know who's wash trading, and we know you. Anyway, yeah, I don't think that the main guys are going to give up that kind of privacy and that plausible deniability. But at the same time, I think that Web3 is just going to be, the internet. We're not going to call it Web3. Gaming is just going to be gaming, but it's going to be a lot more immersive, right? Whether it's motion tracking or VR or AR, there's going to be a lot more immersive gaming, but it's not going to all be blockchain.
Copy that, Adam. Adam, we do appreciate you so much, man. We loved you coming on the show, man. It was great. Do you have any final words that you want to say to anybody, where they could reach you at, where they can link up?
Oh yeah, I gotta show a bunch of stuff because this is
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Turnt Man Jimmy here, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. His first episode of his new show. I hear that there's going to be a great panel. I believe that quite a few people here have been invited. That man is a creative, pioneer. I love that guy. Real smart, and I highly recommend checking that out. Thursdays at 8 p.m. We're doing our Artist Spotlight podcast on the Bumbleberry Discord. Always come to that. We always do a giveaway, and of course, get about an artist's experience, and it's a very cool situation. Hey, we got Layer Radio here. Layer Radio, I believe there is an episode tomorrow related to the charities that we were just discussing. I believe that is at 10:45 in the morning. I am not sure. He can do a little emoji if that's right, but he'll make a tweet about it. Yeah, 10:45 tomorrow. There's going to be a charity conversation, like topics about charities in crypto, and then specifically Kokoban, or my friend in Germany, who's Turkish. He's going to be there talking about the Turkey issue. And then, of course, most importantly, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3-hour giveaway revealing Sloth Season 2 roadmap, which is just bonkers. Then, of course, we got, the Sloth meme competition. If any of you have any talent with making memes, I mean, it's steep competition right now, as you've seen with our.
That meme was hilarious.
Well, we got 100 of them. I honestly, it was just the first one I saw. I wasn't trying to be crude or anything, but damn, it made me laugh so hard. We got the Sloth meme competition. The community's going to pick the winner. So it doesn't matter if you're like an active member of the community or not. Community picks who's best. We're going to try to make it where, people don't know who sent it in. And then also bigtime.gg, Web3 Game of the Year 2022. They're giving everyone in our audience some of the last of their early access passes, which does whitelist you to the final game. And again, based on the conversation I had on Tuesday with the CEO, there's about a $200 MSRP on that. If you see any big time passes on OpenSea, they are not real because this is not an NFT. This is an early access beta key to the Web3 Game of the Year. And everybody here, everybody in Neighborhood Tales, everybody in any community here is welcome to come and benefit from this. We are going to be doing these events monthly, and we're all about inclusivity. So it doesn't matter what chain you're on, because by the end of the year, it'll all be interoperable anyway.
Facts.
Beautiful.
Facts.
Well, we appreciate you, brother. We can't wait to do this again, which we're going to do this again. But
Yes,
this
sir.
has been episode 34 of Neighborhood Talk. And this Thursday, we're back again with a special guest, Grasslow. I didn't even confirm this with him yet. I didn't even get his permission. I am putting
But he's
him
there
on the spot here in front of everyone. And you know that this is pre-recorded. And if he doesn't come, we'll start some type of rumor to say why he didn't do it. I'm just joking, but we love to have you come up Thursday as well. And everybody else, tune back in. Let's build, let's network. But yeah, Trizzy, you got anything else?
Yeah, follow everybody. Big shout out to our host, Mocca on the block, official JD Jones. Make sure you follow them guys. Make sure you follow Neighborhood Tales, follow YO Chiz, follow your boy Trizzy the Guide, follow everybody in the spaces, man. We appreciate all of you guys.
Yep, and once again, yeah, just make sure you do what Trizzy said. Everybody follow everybody. If you don't like the person that you follow, you can unfollow them later. But let's build. And Trizzy, tell them to play the theme music so we can get up out of here. Woo-hoo!
It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a neighborly day.